Carson.
Alright, so round 2 of Nogi. Now, if you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail, then you know what's about to happen, but I want to break this down and really get into the details of how I'm implementing this move into my game, and I've used, this is like one of the staple techniques in my arsenal. So we're far from just catching people in this. It's something that I've really found a way to be able to hit consistently, and this is how I'm going to do it. The starting position we're going to look to achieve is this seated half guard position. But now let's look at how we're attacking the triangle from here. So first of all, we want to grow our hair out. That way we can blind our opponent at first. You can see me using my head to I want to keep his eyes occupied and keep my head under his chin. And you can tell right here, he's looking away. He's just having to deal with my head under his chin, and it's pretty annoying. So unfortunately, my cameraman had a heart attack in the recording of this video, but luckily I was able to stop this frame right here. And you can just see, I want you guys to notice how relaxed I am, and I'm not really trying to impose a really big threat onto my opponent right now. My goal is to just conceal the attack. And if I'm playing at like 100%, then he's going to also be playing at 100%. So I slow it down, I slow the pace down. And then right here, this is when I explode. So notice I am having to take this risk of exposing a lot of the inside position on my left side. But this is actually also a trap because I'm going to give them this underhook here. And also notice my other 3 limbs, my left foot is planted here on the ground, and I'm using that to explode out with my hips. My right hand is posted behind me for leverage, and then my right foot is actually still between their legs to just kind of give them, again, that concealment of having control. Now, as I was saying earlier, we're going to give them this underhook. And what's super essential here is that we raise our hips higher than their shoulders and rotate our hips into them. So you'll see that right here. If we're able to raise the hips higher than the shoulders and rotate the hips to this left side of his body here, he doesn't have a strong ability to drive forward and clasp his hands together because all my weight is plowing into him from the side, forcing him to like get off balance and post his hand on the mat. And that's super essential because as he posts his hand on the mat, all the weight transfers onto that hand, giving the leg that's inside still the ability to swing out and come over his head to enter into the triangle. Also, the leg that's on top of his shoulders was also pressing down, putting extra weight on the hand and buying me a little bit more time to get this right leg out and over his head. Also notice how my head and eyes are looking to my right arm, but as I fall and my back hits the mat, I'm now looking to my left arm. So I'm rotating 180 in the air. That way I can immediately cut a strong angle as I land. Now, the triangles are locked really tight, so I'm not too worried about the hand inside the triangle. My goal for now is to just keep rotating to the right, and I'm doing that by underhooking the leg, but I soon move to underhooking the hip. The closer my head gets to his hips, the harder it's going to be for him to stack me because I'm pushing his weight past my head. The next thing I'm going to do is lock my hands around the torso, and I'm going to tap him out with something I call a body lock triangle, gable gripping around the body with the triangle, and it's pretty much just an off button. I haven't met anybody who's been able to withstand that type of pressure, so we're going to take that round with my signature Sunsetter triangle. It's, like I said, it's one of the staple moves in my arsenal. If you guys were able to pick some gems up from this video, please consider subscribing and staying tuned for round 3.
Oh yeah, Carson.